The human heart beats around 100,000 times a day, and some days mine spends around probably 99,000 of those just trying not to flatline from passive-aggressive emails, awkward silences, or group chats that should have been a single text or maybe a DM. It's not heartbreak. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the wear and tear of being a functioning human with Wi-Fi and emotions. Do you ever feel your chest tighten at the exact moment that someone says, let's circle back on that? Or you just see a text in a group chat that's not for you. You could probably help, but you're off the clock. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about today. You're listening to The Way Forward, and I'm your host, Better Moody. Yes, first, I just want to let you know I crawled out of my cave of obscurity, aka my bed, to briefly raise my head above the sand dunes of despair, past the waves of wonder, around the swirly, twirly sidewalks, just to see if I can safely come out and then rollerblade my way back into civilization alongside Barbie, who, by the way, I am totally banking on to fund all my creative endeavors. I might be waiting a while, maybe. But either way, here we go. I was watching The Boys. This is what I want to talk about. It's a show about superhumans. What the hell? Superhumans, superheroes. Humoes. Okay, there's a reason why I said that. Or soups with some very human issues. I was watching Homelander. I think that's a clever name for an anti-hero with a hero complex. He's got these mommy issues that are just incringing on every moment of his existence. He has this unprocessed trauma, narcissistic rage, all of it. He has just got a whole bag of tricks and has to deal with it while putting on a show. He has his own plates to spin. And watching him, it kind of makes my stomach turn. It's like reading a Stephen King novel. When I was little, I created this little nook for me to read underneath the staircase, and I put a little blue carpet under there and a lamp, and I would go sit on a pillow in that quiet space and read, and it was kind of like dark and dank and already a little bit moody down there, but in that space, I remember reading, I don't know the name of it, but I just remember reading Stephen King. I got halfway through his, encyclopedia of a book. It was huge. It was, I don't know how many pages. I remember thinking it was like 1,000. Who writes this much? But yeah, I got to the middle of it, had to close it and keep it moving because it was rough. But yeah, my stomach sunk watching some of the struggles that he was going through, this Homelander. So it got me thinking, how strong is your stomach? Lately, I think mine's been pretty tender. I'm okay with that. I'm a tender soul. Tender soul, tender stomach that eats little baby tender chicken nuggets from time to time. I find myself breathing deeper when I see injustice. Yeah. I don't think I ate dinner last night. Anyway, when something in life taps that little nerve ending, wherever my rage lives, rent-free, I just think there are some detrimental effects. But there are healthy ways to process this, right? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I bumped you there. You can take a long hot shower with Ayurvedic oils infused with lavender or eucalyptus. Maybe expensive massages at the Encore in Boston alongside your sister. Can't wait to do that again. There's the budget-friendly version, though. the eucalyptus leaves, you can attach them to the shower head. You can grab some of that great smelling Epsom salt, scented Epsom salt, rub yourself down with it. Follow that with a generous slathering of Neutrogena sesame seed oil, and then sprawl across some fresh linen or plush beach towel. You are Venus in repose, a glistening goddess. Or you could be a really chilled dude, I guess. But either way, whatever works for you. Anyway, I think I feel a little bit better just imagining that. Now that I've spotted my emotions back into alignment, I want to talk about anger. Anger in your heart. And this is the key to living, people. This is the key to living probably the shortest life. Anger activates. Now, this isn't me. I had to look this stuff up. Anger activates the amygdala. It increases cortisol, constricts blood vessels, and can spike your blood pressure in seconds. So, according to a Harvard Medical School study, it has been found that the risk of a heart attack increases nearly 5-fold in the first 2 hours after an angry outburst. 5-fold. That's stupid. Just for letting someone piss you off. What do you think about that? We do have superpowers. We can destroy people with our words. Let me give you a real life example. Here we go. My daughter was going through a breakup, and I was on my way to the doctor for an officer physical. I was wanting to be a warrant, and anyway, you need a physical for that. They check you out all over, make sure you're good to go. But I was speaking to my daughter right before I went in to the doctor, and she told me that the boy's mother, his mother, texted her to break up with her on his behalf. And I don't think he wanted to break up. I think it was like a forced situation. But either way, I saw red. Like, what are we doing, people? Not because of the breakup intrinsically, but because this grown-ass woman is training her son in this fine art of spinelessness. What are we doing? Let's let men be men. Let's teach them how to stand on their own 2 feet. Now, my daughter's fine. She's stronger for it, but I'm just saying, at the moment, she was broken. And this ridiculous parent broke my daughter's heart in the most confusing, cowardice way. And there was just no accountability there. And there's nothing that I could really do about it. I gave my daughter my words of love and empowerment, told her she was better than that. But meanwhile, on the inside, the storm was brewing. This meteor storm was raging inside. So I walked into the doctor's office, seething, and the nurse checks my blood pressure. The first reading is 160 out of 100. She stared at the machine like I just hatched tentacles. She asked if I ran up the stairs. I said, no, I'm just thinking. Second try, it's 134 over 82. It's still high. I breathe and cross my legs, or make sure they're uncrossed anyway. Third try, 112 over 76. Now, I always have to look up what is systolic and diastolic, and I don't ever freaking know. But that's normal. That's where normal is. So it turns out you can almost rage yourself into a heart attack just by silently seething over some other person's dumbass decisions. And that got me thinking, how many of us are doing this every day? How many of us are holding in our anger like a sneeze, right? What do you know? What do you know about that? What happens to you when you do that? Again, let's find out. Chronic anger, according to the internet, is linked to higher risk of stroke, coronary heart disease, and even metabolic disorders like diabetes. So you getting pissed off at work? Medical issues like crazy. Suppressed rage. It doesn't just live in the body. It changes it. It remodels it. So that got me thinking about elephants. You know, they live like 60 or 70 years in the wild. And their hearts, they weigh about 26 to 46 pounds. I checked. Yep, I got one in the backyard. I'm just playing. I sat on the scale. No, I'm just joking. About the size of a child on a sugar high. That's how big an elephant's heart is. So here's the thing. Despite being under constant duress from environmental changes, despite the poaching threats that they face, and I don't know if they realize that's a real threat unless it's in the moment, but elephants rarely suffer heart attacks. I mean, they don't have to send out end of day. They don't have to report to anyone. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they have a hierarchy. But why? Is it because they move slowly? Is it because they breathe deeply and don't bottle anything up? I mean, I don't know. Last time I sat down and had a deep conversation with an elephant, might have been unproductive. They don't really talk much at the zoo, I guess. When they're mad, they trumpet, right? Or they do something. They'll stomp, knock some shit over. They let it out, right? They do something about it. So maybe the lesson or the takeaway is we need to be like the elephant. I'm not sure. It's just a shot in the dark here, right? We're all figuring this thing out together. So also I heard somewhere that like your hearts have something like an odometer. You only have so many beats. It's not like a number of years, but a number of beats that each heart has programmed into it. Not sure if that's true, but I can say that the average human heart, gets about 2.5 to 3 billion beats in a lifetime. So if stress and rage speed things, if it speeds it up, then yeah, that lifespan might start shrinking, like your tolerance for unsolicited advice. Anyway, is what it is. But here's the good news. Laughter does slow your heart rate. It lowers blood pressure and it increases oxygen intake. It resets your body's stress response and boosts your immune function. So how about that? Something to laugh about. Just start laughing. Just get up and go to the mirror and just start laughing for no fucking reason. And you may come off as mental or unhinged. But hey, fake it till you make it. No, I don't know. Anyway, if your heart did have a voice, I want to know, what would it be saying to you right now? Like, calm the fuck down? Or like, hey, we're in this shit together, right? Listen to your heart when it's calling to you. Right? How about you listen to your body? Because holding in that anger is like holding in a sneeze, right? You do that and your head explodes. Like Susan Rayner on The Boys, the CIA director. Yeah. Don't do that. Cry a little. Vent if you need to. Yell in a pillow. Stomp like an elephant. I feel like this is turning into like a kid's segment here. Stomp like the elephant. Whatever you need to do, just keep that odometer ticking. Keep on moving forward. Drop your answers in the chat. Tag me and then, text your therapist if we need to. But let your heart speak. It deserves the mic. Have some pent-up rage inside of you that you need to get out. I want to invite you to leave those juicy stories in the comments. And you can be anonymous. I don't give a shit. Let it rip. You could be saving a life. You could be, I mean, you could be saving your own life. You could be your own hero today. You have been listening to Better Moody, and this is the way forward. I will see you in the next episode. Okay, by the way, there are some pleasant upgrades on the way. Just saying. Milestone today achieved. I've been recording for 1 solid month. And that was a yawn disguised as victory. At least 20 of the days, anyway, this month I have recorded. So there's been some vacations and some breaks and whatever. But that's pretty fucking awesome. And I would like to present this bouquet of translucent flowers to me. Perhaps some curated applause, sound effects in the background. Commemorate this achievement with me. This is a win. Also, I expect more guest speakers, more shenanigans as we roll out phase 2, which is going to be August, obviously, of Better Moody. I am trying to improve and grow this multiverse, this moody multiverse. And I look forward to sharing with you all the things that are to come. I say I'm Better Moody because I am. God damn it. Stay blessed. Have a good one.